and welcome, foolish mortals. This is Emily.
And Clayton, your ghost host. And today we're talking our Run Disney trip.
Yeah.
Disneyland Half Marathon, which was 2 weekends ago as of when we're recording this.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk all about our recent Disney trip and our Run Disney fun, triumphs, some tragedies. But I think without further ado, Emily,
It's time to make it magical. Before we get started, any mousekeeping today?
be on the lookout for some new hobby talk. We've picked up some new hobbies. I'm now a 3D printer.
That's right.
Or not. I mean, I'm a man who does 3D printing. I'm not a 3D printer.
You're not an inanimate object.
Yeah, if you know what I mean. Emily's probably going to start learning how to do her own stickers.
Yeah.
So
exciting.
It's been an exciting weekend at the Make It Magical house.
Galore.
Because we're finding any possible reason to not leave the house ever.
I said except going to Disney, of course.
Except going to Disney. So that's pretty much the only other mousekeeping. You're about to get on a jet plane.
I am.
Actually, when this releases,
I will be gone.
I will be on my very
Goodbye.
lonesome. You'll be doing a girls' epic Universal Disney World trip.
Mm-hmm. Very exciting.
And I will be at home watching the cats. But
so who's the real winner there?
if you want to have your own girls trip, or you want to take your family to Walt Disney World, look no further than the Disney centric travel agent to my right.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that in front of me now?
Across the way? I don't know.
You're in front of me?
But yeah, Clayton got it right. If you're looking to plan your next Disney trip and you'd like a hand in making sure you get all the best deals, even if we book a trip for you, if a new deal comes out or a discount, I will make sure we get that applied for you. So no need for you to take care of any of the hassle. I can do it all. Best part is it doesn't cost you anything to get my help.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Disclaimer at the top of the show. Emily is still sick. She might cough.
We're going on 3 weeks now.
We'll do our best. I am also sick.
Wah, wah.
I think as we discussed, I was sick coming off of the Wish cruise, heading into the run weekend.
You were still sick-ish going into the run weekend.
But I was well through it.
You were recovering though.
You were
well past it.
And easily by the weekend after that, I had no symptoms. Now, then I went to work. That's the only place I went. And then when we did the rebuild here, the Sunday, I see it in the...
There was a deterioration happening.
I definitely see it in some of the, in the revamp video that we did, where we did the time lapse. We did some talking recording day to day.
Yeah.
And you can definitely see the deterioration in my willingness to be there, because by Sunday I woke up, I was exhausted. And my throat was sore, and I've been dealing with that all week. I've had the flu, apparently.
We've been a train wreck lately.
So, two respiratory illnesses, 1 month. What's up?
2026.
Yeah.
Let's go. Now's probably a good time to say, you mentioned the revamp vlog that we filmed.
Yes.
And we did like a special, also Patreon bonus episode. We did the Castaway Key 5K, and we have a Disneyland 10K vlog coming up. That's all going on Patreon.
Yeah. 10K vlog will be up, let's say, with this episode, maybe the day after.
Hopefully a couple days after this releases.
It's rendering right now. We did the voiceover for it. We did not speak into it because Emily, what would be the point of that? Emily, we had to let Emily
breathe.
We had to let Emily focus on breathing. And the revamp should be up. We got to see if we're going to get the voiceover portion of it recorded before Emily goes, but that's ready to do that. Maybe we'll do that today. But
yeah. Any long way of saying lots of really fun bonus content over on Patreon.
That's lots of fun content. Let's get into it.
Hey.
And we have a return. We don't usually do this for trip recaps, but we need to get back
to
having
time.
What Would Walt Do in this new new pod studio. First, what would Walt do in the new pod studio?
And in the new year, my goodness, it's been a long time since we've done this.
Yeah, so what would Walt do, Emily?
Well, if you are new to the show, now's maybe a good time to re-explain all this.
Yeah.
What would Walt do is our little segment we like to do before we get into the bulk and meat of the episode.
Oh, yeah.
But what better way? It's like Walt Disney always would present the show and reveal Disneyland to you on the television. He was the host. So he's going to help introduce the topic of today to us. The whole point of this being, I like to pick a Walt Disney quote. Sometimes it's not always Walt, but I like it to somehow pertain to whatever the episode or topic of the episode is all about.
Yeah.
So here we go. This is actually a Walt quote. Get ready.
Hold
on to those.
You're really leading into this.
Hold on to those hats and glasses, folks. Here we go.
Okay.
Disneyland is the star. Everything else is in the supporting role. Thanks, Walt. A quote like this can only mean one thing. It's all about Disneyland today, baby.
It's all about Disneyland.
Yeah.
And before we get started, if you're not following us, follow us on Instagram, Make It Magical Pod, and at Make It Magical _travel. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. I think we're just over 80 subscribers now, which is honestly
Very
within
cool.
the first year.
I like it.
I mean, more than I thought we would have. So I am surprised.
2 thumbs up.
And
Nice work.
pleasantly,
Nice work, pal.
Nice work,
Clayton.
pal. And guess what? Like we said, we're gonna go sticker crazy. So time to hiccup on that thing. Okay, let's get into it though. So
Trip recap time.
we were not gonna do a 3-day park experience, but Emily's like, "There's a deal."
I crunched the numbers. It was cheaper for us to use the California Resident Discount Pass, which is a 3-day park hopper. It was cheaper to purchase that than to just get a 2-day single park ticket. I mean, come on, it only makes sense.
Oh, you know what we didn't cover in Make It Magical Mousekeeping?
What?
Is that you went to the Disneyland store and you saw this in Disneyland.
I did.
They have some really cool retro merch going on right now.
Let's just say they're listening
And
because
this
I've said
is-
we need more of this.
We got a nice Disneyland retro kind of pillow.
We got
same
some of the park map
old
series.
park map.
Yeah.
We got some coasters. I did not approve of the sky. This is honestly the fact that they're doing this to me. Honestly, torture.
What if they do a people mover next?
This is a Skyway bucket succulent. You know, it's a fake
Decoration.
succulent, but it's a decoration. It's a Skyway bucket. Where's the Skyway? It's gone. What is that? Seriously, Disney? What is this? Actually, unbelievable.
They're really doing some jabs at you lately. It was, I think, our previous Disneyland trip was when
Yeah.
I found the mug that was like people mover, and you're like, what the heck? The people mover isn't even in Disneyland anymore.
Actually,
I mean,
ridiculous.
appreciated for the vintage types of series they're doing. That's the kind of merch that I love and I go crazy for. However, bring it back.
All right, let's
Mug,
talk about
the mug is a start. Let's bring it back.
Let's talk about our trip. So we actually flew down this time.
We did.
We didn't want to take too much time off work. We were like literally just coming off. This is like the end of January. We had been out from the 8th to the 15th on travel. We didn't want to take too much time off.
We had about, I think, a week and a half back home.
I have unlimited PTO now at work, but it's like somehow does this
psychological
thing
mind
about
tricks
like
on
making you not want to take PTO, which is weird. I don't know. But also we have some stuff later in the year we got to be aware of.
Yeah.
So we flew down Wednesday night. So we flew into John Wayne, it's always an experience flying into John Wayne.
If you can fly into that airport, I recommend that over LAX.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a bit of a pain to get to Disneyland from LAX. It's a lot closer with John Wayne, maybe like a 20-minute car ride, and usually the traffic isn't bad.
And the only thing you have to be aware of is John Wayne's got some very specific flight noise restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
And so you come in a little hot and you leave a little slow. And your pilot will let you know all about that.
They will let you know.
Both flights, I think the last time, if you've never flown out of John Wayne, we're gonna
hang on tight.
We're gonna have to go a little slow and climb up, but once we get above 4,000 feet, we'll really jam those engines. But everything is under control. That was my best airline pilot speaking directly to the mic, so you couldn't understand.
You should have
A
said,
word.
You should have said, I'm Clayton, your chief flight attendant.
I'm Clayton, your chief flight attendant, and I'm speaking literally right into the mic. You can't understand everything I'm saying.
Hey, my little aviators.
These airline speakers have been in here for about 15 years, and so
I swear. I'm like, what did the guy say?
What?
Do I need to strap in? What's about to happen?
Am I losing my hearing?
What's
happening?
We're about to fly into some extreme turbulence, and so you might want to sit down.
What do you say? Oh, not everything's fine, sir. Can we get these speakers checked? Okay.
Anyways.
So we were staying at the Anaheim Hotel. Unfortunately,
This is not our first time staying
this is not
here.
our first time. I think we talked about last run. Unfortunately, since the runs are going away for like foreseeable future, this is like the primo spot to do the run. You basically can walk like 2.5 minutes to security.
It's so close to the starting line.
Right to the start line. Getting out of the runs, it's a little tricky because they change their mind every run. But we don't have to talk about that. So
either way, great location for the Anaheim
good value.
Hotel.
We were in a different tower room building tower. They're not towers; they're 2 floors. But we were in a different room this time than last time. Quiet, clean. Surprisingly, didn't hear the fireworks, or was I out?
I didn't hear the fireworks either.
We were sick. It might have been. Who knows?
Yeah, I really don't know. But it's a great value considering you are very close to Disneyland, even if you're not doing a Run Disney race, which you're not going to be able to anyways because bye-bye, they're gone. But it's very close. It's like under a 10-minute walk away from security.
Yeah. Yeah. So disclaimer, top of the show in all this, top of the trip. This was a trip. We were not alone. We were there with extended family. So your mom and dad came, your sister who was running the half marathon, and our 2 little niece and nephew. And so we were mostly on the niece and nephew clock.
Oh, yeah.
And
they were running the show.
We got the first official view of what going to the parks is like with them because you could wait an hour in line for a ride, get off that ride, and they'd be like, again. And we're like, no.
Not right now.
An hour is a long time.
Don't know about that.
So it was a different kind of trip for us. So with the Run Disney races, we do take them slow. Try not to blow stuff up. Spoiler alert. Before the race. And then, we were on nephew and niece time.
Yes.
Which was a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. It was a blast to do it with them. But we were just more on their clock to avoid any.
We got to see a lot of characters.
We got to see a lot of characters. And we were trying to avoid any type of blow ups.
No meltdowns. Yeah, we want everyone happy.
We had a few meltdowns. Uncle saved the day.
Good job, Clayton.
Uncle also had to carry a child around most of the park a lot of time, but he signed up for
anything to make him happy, right?
Yeah. So,
we can maybe talk about it right now. It was quite a different trip for us because of that. It was very fun getting to see Disney through a child's eyes.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was a lot of fun. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it was like a different trip for us, but it was a lot of fun.
It was great in so many. it was so much fun in many other aspects. They usually don't get.
Surprisingly, they have their favorites. Like our niece loves Incredicoaster and will do Guardians, but doesn't want to do Guardians again. Like as a one and done for her. But I think she would loop the Incredicoaster.
Our nephew loved Guardians.
Yeah, it hits the up and down ride, and So there was later in the day, there was a bit of a split about who wanted to go where. So me and you took our nephew onto Guardians and waited in line with them, which was a lot of fun. And then did the ride with them. And the ride photo, there was like another little kid right in front of him. So you got a perfect view of him. And his face is this ball of joy. His mouth is like 4 feet wide open. So it was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And then you did, the matching, we can get to that too. We had Emily's kind of created a monster in her niece.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So her niece is starting to get into I like the Disney, and we brought her up here in the studio to kind of show her all the knickknacks and goofy stuff. And Emily made the mistake of showing her mini ears. Well, guess who's now a mini ear fanatic? So for Christmas, we said, hey, we're going to Disneyland with you. We'll buy you a pair of mini ears. So, that's going to be part of your gift. It's going to be,
your choice.
Any pair you want.
We'll get them for you.
So I told Emily, we were in the parks. I told Emily, why don't you get a matching set with her? She'll really enjoy that. So then you should have seen, I went off with our nephew to go find some
We of
his
course
Christmas gift.
we
Yeah.
of course went to World of Disney.
Yeah. Which I was alone with my nephew in that, trying not to lose him. I lost the entire other family. I was connected to the hip at the nephew. Who knows where everyone else was? Jessica, your sister, I'm like, where's she at? She like,
It's the
she's
hardest.
like, it's probably fine.
It's
They're
the hardest
responsible
store
adults.
to navigate if you have a big group of people because you
Yeah.
will lose everyone instantly.
Yeah, so I was shopping with our nephew. You
I was
were ear
with our
shopping,
niece.
and she was like, "Do you have? You don't have these." She like knows all the ears you
She
have.
remembered all the ears I had because she was looking at the Snow White pair of ears. She's like, no, we're not. I won't pick these because you already have those. Like, well, you can pick whatever pair you want. That's fine.
Yeah, so you ended up with a pair of matching Rapunzel ears.
Yeah, good choice.
And our nephew ended up with a Christmas and a birthday gift, which, let me tell you what, was quite the experience shopping for that.
It was a fan favorite after we purchased those.
Yeah.
With the ears is the funniest because we wore them every single day. We purchased them on our very first park day together.
Yeah.
Randomly throughout the day, me and my niece would just look at each other like pointers and be like, matching.
Yeah. She was all about it. We, of
My
course,
little twin.
we, of course, are trying to teach them the historical side of Disney.
Oh, of course.
It's not all just characters and cotton candy. We're trying to teach her about Walt Disney. Of course, I think that was several of the gifts we gave them this also for Christmas were like, who was Walt Disney books and stuff like that.
I have to give a big shout out to our listener and friend of the show, Lindsay. 'Cause she actually reminded me of that book existing. I was like, that's a great idea. I should actually get that for her this year. She's old enough where it's starting to sink in who Walt actually is and what the importance of is having it pertain to all of that.
So we, of course, asked her in the California Adventure, what is this name of that statue, actually?
Storyteller statue?
That's the
Am I
Walt
making
statue
that
in
up?
California Adventure. Of course, asked them who that was with Mickey Mouse.
She, without hesitation, she
She
said,
knew.
Walt. It's
Yeah.
Walt, of course.
Yeah. We said our final goodbyes to monsters, most likely.
Yeah.
At least that's the thought. We are not planning a Disneyland trip anytime in the near future. Even in
we
this,
got to go on it twice this trip.
yeah, even on this summer, we're probably not going to plan to go because we just kind of want to lock in on some training runs. And
I mean,
as we said, aforementioned hobbies.
no, I'm going to probably go.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're going to D23. That's right.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So I might be there. I don't know. We'll see about that.
So yeah, we did go on it twice. We did the buddy pass system with a group of 6, so we just split up.
My mom was very impressed.
Yeah,
She's like, "This is the greatest."
She's like, "Oh, I found out about this. Now
how'd
it's
you
leaving."
find out about this?
Yeah.
It comes in clutch. It's a lifesaver.
Yeah. Reminder: you can do the Roo Pass
At Winnie the Pooh.
and Winnie the Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
Is there another buddy pass? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Well, it was also Lunar New Year Festival while we were there at
I didn't
DCA.
even realize until a couple days before we were leaving for the trip.
So decorations,
Very pretty.
very pretty.
Yeah, they had lanterns.
Lanterns.
Which you
they
can
had
see a little bit of it
during
in
the
our
run.
10K vlog.
They had the big Lunar New Year arch, which I think should also be in our 10K vlog. We ran underneath it.
Yeah, I
Who knows?
think so.
We ran underneath
A
it.
big part of it, they do special character meet and greets.
Horse collar was out. It's the
Yeah,
year of the
Year
horse.
of the horse.
Year
So
of the
of course,
horse.
Horace has got to be there. We actually got to meet Daisy and Donald.
And they're-
I met them from afar as I was taking photos of
Yeah.
our niece and nephew. They
Yeah.
were all dressed up in some cute outfits.
The kids had their first character autograph books.
It's a
and
big
so
deal.
we were at one point during this night later on after when we're getting dinner, your mom and your sister were hanging out, eating dinner, and we were chasing 2 children around California Adventure trying to get signatures from Marvel characters. So that was fun. Babysitting. Your sister got free babysitting wherever she looked.
One of the funniest parts was we caught Captain Marvel and Ms. Marvel
Yeah.
right as they were leaving.
Right.
And so
So
they
they
told us you probably won't be able to get a picture with them,
You can
but they
walk
might
and get a
you can
signature.
walk and maybe get an autograph. And I was like juggling the autograph book. I could not get the pen to go. So Miss Marvel's like, "It's okay, Mom. I got it for you." I was like, "Oh, she thought I was the mom. Pretty good. I'm doing pretty good."
Yeah.
Struggling mom with a pen.
Struggling. I'm really struggling with this pen. We didn't get much food because we were just so big. Like the middle of this day was Expo Day for us. We didn't get a lot of food. We did get the bao buns.
So part of the festival, they
yeah.
have food booths.
Yeah.
Clayton's trying to say we did not try the
There
specialty
you go.
foods really, but we did get that delicious.
Bao bun was very
A bit
good.
expensive, but I thought it was delicious.
It was,
I would have gotten
it was
another
a bit
one.
expensive for one. I ate one. I was like, I should probably have another one of these, but it was a little pricey for one bao, but it was really good.
Yeah.
The other big event is like the Mulan processional, which is, processional parade. It was
bigger than I thought it was going to be.
It's almost like a full on.
Usually it's almost a mix of like
What's
a
the-
cavalcade. That's a proper term.
What's the delineator between a cavalcade, a processional, and a parade, Emily?
Is there like a certain number of floats or characters that are allowed? Like,
Yeah.
not a cavalcade anymore. It's bigger than that. It was good. I liked it. They had
Yeah, it was
Mulan,
fun.
Mushu, a lot of performers. Kind of just telling you what Lunar New Year is all about,
like one of those
traditions.
dragon things where they're all in it. I'm really sorry. We did have dinner at Pim's Test Kitchen. We got the chicken sandwich, I think, for the first time.
Which is a popular item. I've heard lots about it. For whatever reason, we've just never tried
Did
it.
we split that or something?
We did split
That's
it.
why we got the bows later, because we split that for some reason.
Because we got the shawarma wrap earlier.
Yeah, it was a weird timing. There was with everyone going with
Everyone's
such
on
a
different
large
eating
everyone's on a
schedules.
different eating schedule. We were trying to find a time to have some food for lunch.
Mhm.
We couldn't really do that, so I ran over before the processional and got the shawarma wraps. Your dad decided to get beignets.
We're like, we need to eat actual
We
food.
need to eat actual food.
I can't just eat sweets.
Yeah,
For Pim's Test Kitchen, the only thing we've ever ordered from here before is
The
just the giant pretzel.
giant pretzel. Well,
Very-
we've had breakfast.
Very
but
good. Oh yeah, I guess we have had breakfast. But as far as lunch and dinner, which are the more popular times to visit, like the chicken sandwich was delicious. I would definitely recommend it. And then my mom and sister got the taco salad. That also looked really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the taco salad did look really good. Yeah, food there seems really good.
Yeah,
You can see
good
like you have
option.
really good food in in that part of the park, because you have the shawarma wrap, you have Pim's Test Kitchen, and then you have like small plates at small snacks at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We actually got the drink a couple times from
Yeah,
Pim's Tasting Lab, I think is the official
They do
name.
like a seltzer kind of drink, so we got that. They give you a little peach-o ring or
You
whatever.
can mention the thing you noticed about them filling up the beers over there.
Oh yeah, so for the beers, it's a reverse. I don't know what the official name for it is, but the cup has the spout in the bottom. You put on a little plunger and it fills from the
That's
bottom.
interesting. I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll have to show it out to you next time.
Yeah. So I don't know when. I don't know when the next time will be. We go to Disneyland together.
Yeah,
Probably be a while.
Isn't this that night, or is that the next night where we actually went over and got the seltzer from the other bar?
That was a different day.
night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, rest of the day, we'll end on the expo
Yeah.
for this day afterwards, but to cover all the park stuff. Goofy's Sky School.
I guess that was the other big thing is our nephew was.
He was right on that
Right on
edge
the
of being
cusp.
tall enough for Goofy Sky School.
And Goofy Sky School, if you've been in the parks, always has a 45-minute wait for some.
It's always so long.
and
It's a
you're-
slow loader. That's
it's a
why.
slow loader, but it's a continuous loader, which is also.
It's just slow, and it only fits 4 people per
So-
vehicle.
So we're like, okay, well, you can do this, but if you're not tall enough, you got to be okay with it. But he was tall enough, so the look on his face when they said he was tall enough,
It's like he won the lottery.
He turned around So I didn't go on it because you were going to use your family was staying at the Disneyland Hotel, so they had to burn a fast pass, the
Mhm.
one free fast pass for staying on property. And so you went with
My dad didn't care to go on it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like your dad's cup of tea.
And
I
then I'm
didn't
pretty
go on it either.
sure my nephew is also like, I want to ride with you. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going on
so
it.
you had a lot of fun trying to manage.
That was the most stressful experience of my life, trying to get a really small
And that's one
child
where-
into that vehicle.
That's one where you're getting out to. If he's like
That
again, you're like, come on, no, we have to get out, get out.
Yeah, because I also have my backpack on the ground. So I first have to get
Yeah.
that, put my lap bar up, put it on my back so I have my hands free to help. He's just like sitting there ready to go.
Again,
I'm like,
again.
no, we need to get out. So I have to pick him up, get him up. Oops, just punched the mic. Get him up out of the vehicle as the vehicle is still moving and make sure he moves far enough
Yeah.
away so it's safe. And then I have to get out to let the next people. It was so stressful.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. I need more time to get out.
So other than that, the big thing we did today was we did the expo.
Run Disney Expo, always very exciting.
It's pretty much been the same since they brought them back. Upstairs to get your bibs at the Disneyland Hotel Convention Center, convention area. Then downstairs to get your shirts.
Like the ballroom area.
Yeah, and then to get your shirts and to check out the medals, check out the courses.
You can look at all the different vendors, their booths.
So we were doing the 10K, we were doing the Double Dare Challenge.
Say that 10 times fast.
We did the Sorcerer Mickey 10K, and then the plan was to do the Small World Half Marathon.
I blanked for a second too. What was the theme?
Small World Half Marathon.
Yes.
10K course was pretty much the same that it's been for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, for the most part.
There was a bit of a course change because of prep work in the backstage for
California Adventure,
where like the Coco ride is supposed to go, as well as the Marvel area. We didn't run through Marvel backlot.
Yes, that was different.
Yeah, so that was all different. And Half Marathon had a different course
through the streets of Anaheim. That was all completely different.
Completely different. So
yeah, it was good. We didn't do the merch or anything this time.
So we just kind of hung out. Your sister had to get a few last minute things. We got our shirts, walked around, checked out the medals,
took some pictures.
Took some pics.
Me and my sister, we're very enthusiastic about things like taking pictures. So I asked her, I'm like, you want to get because they've always on the ballroom area, they always have a huge backdrop of all the different themes for the race weekend. I'm like, you want to get a picture? She's like, yeah, why not? And we look at Clayton and you're just kind of like, oh, ugh, sure. Man. I mean, it's up to you guys. And me are like, yeah, let's do it.
And
let's
I'm
do it.
Like, no, that's okay. Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
So Friday, Disneyland. So we did 2 days of Disneyland, Friday and Saturday. Today we did Lightning Lane with everybody. So we pretty much started off with Fantasyland with everyone. So we did.
I think is a really great strategy since the Fantasyland rides are not included in Lightning Lane.
Our niece picked that. She's like Alice first.
I was like, smart.
The kids were really good. Our nephew he picked first on California Adventure Day. Our niece got to pick first today. She
sharing and taking turns as carrying.
So we went Alice, Toad, Snow White, Pinocchio.
And then we were trying to chase down Peter Pan in Fantasyland. Which was interesting.
Interesting. Then we did Space Mountain. I don't do Space Mountain, so I think instead of doing
I always go on it by myself because you never want to risk
we went
it.
We went to go get some food first. So I think we got some food right in this time. They did something else. And then we had a Lightning Lane for Space Mountain. I wrote it.
Hey, you got picked.
I got picked, so I had to go do it.
My nephew originally was standing with me in line, and then as we got into the main building, as you can start to see the loading area, he you were at the front of our group of people. He all of a sudden dashed. He looked at me. He's like, I go to Uncle. He dashed to you and picked you. I was playing it up.
I was saying this ride just scares me a little bit.
I need protecting.
So then we're about to get on the thing, and your sister says to me, don't lose them. I'm like, oh, what? What do you mean?
So, speaking of also stressful experience on Goofy's Sky School, I had both hands on his restraint because I felt like he was going to fly out.
This
it made
was
me
on
so
Space
nervous.
Mountain too because he passed the height, but I'm just like
you seem so
that
too
ball.
Small
That
to go
ball
on
art
this.
doesn't seem like it goes down far enough.
No.
So I was. Let's really hold you in here, buddy.
There was no way I was going to let the kids ride with you on Thunder Mountain because it's terrifying me riding with you on that since the lap bar, your legs are so much taller than mine.
Yeah.
I could fly out if I wanted to. That's not safe for kids to ride with you on that.
You can't even see our nephew in the picture. It just looks like I'm riding by myself. Crowds today were
felt normal, not overly
crowded, but pretty good waits across the park. I think we managed to do Mansion. We managed to do Space Mountain. We did Space Mountain, or not Space Mountain. We did Star Tours.
That's right.
We did Buzz. We did, we didn't even do Pirates this ride.
No, there were
there was several we missed out on. But
they got to do Pirates without us when we took a break though.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. That's tomorrow.
Yeah, but I mean, it was kind of a normal park day. There wasn't. I mean, I wouldn't say it was normal. It was very fun doing everything with the kids, of course. But nothing else really to mention aside from we did our pre-race dinner that night at Bengal Barbecue.
Yeah, this is the night when we came back. We got a snack, so we got the carne asada fries on this night, and has split a seltzer.
That's right.
And then headed over to the park.
Yes.
Disney.
I have a bone to pick with Disney here.
They changed the fries.
They changed the fries.
Yeah,
they made them less exciting. They're just the
not
standard.
They're a thin fry. Well, you need a thick fry for that.
Yeah, I mean the fries are still good.
I'm gonna miss this asada
but the
fries
carne
when it goes.
asada fries at Award Wieners. True wieners.
I hope they don't get rid of this. I hope you can still order this somewhere.
Those are true.
Yeah,
wieners.
I'm aware. I'm aware what you're trying.
Don't ignore me.
I'm trying not to acknowledge it. I hope they don't get rid of the asada fries. Those are those are a recent discovery for us, and those are good.
But the type of fry they used to have, they called them film strip fries. They were like, how do you want to describe them? They were like corkscrew.
They were kind of like a curly fry, but more like a corkscrew.
And thicker also. Delicious because they could catch all the goodies in them perfectly.
And
these
now,
shoestring ones.
Now you get these
they're
tiny
not
little
the same. I mean, still
dinky
delicious,
fries.
but just not the same. And apparently at Smoke Jumper's Grill, they used to have
they changed the fries
why
across
am
the
I
park.
blanking on the name of this kind of
No more specialty
cut
fries.
fry? But point is, they took the fun out of them.
You want to know a fun fact? I knew this before Emily did, which is shocking for when it comes to any type of. I knew that they changed the fry before you did.
How do you know that?
I don't know. This is one of those things where my algorithm randomly throws a Disney reel at me.
You're
And
so attractive.
Emily's been fighting the good fight on my YouTube algorithm. It's usually like card games and like vibe music
You have a
and
weird mix of stuff.
sometimes some fitness stuff and some other things.
I think sometimes your algorithm doesn't know what to do with you.
And then Emily's like, well, let's throw some Disney in there. So she's always trying to throw some Disney.
And when it pops up, I'm like, yes.
Now it's like 3D printing and sticker printing and crafting. I've somehow almost completely gone into your mom's algorithm. Yeah. We were watching something on sticker cutting and we mentioned she was in her journal crafting room. And
who the creator was.
Yeah, we said who the creator was to your mom. And she's like, yeah, I used to watch her, but she's not really my vibe. And I was like, what is going on?
We stepped into my mom's territory.
Yeah, what is going on here? So yeah, we did have our pre-race.
Also Hollywood Lounge. That's where we got our drink from in California Adventure. That's good. We've been there a couple times now.
I hope they kind of keep that part in the park too, because you get some. I like that. I like a cider kind of thing. Well, I don't think it needs to be
going away though.
What?
I think that's all going away. I just hope that
they keep the ability to get that kind of item like somewhere. They move that item like that bar somewhere. Because you can get a cider at Clarabelle's.
Yeah, you might be able to get a hard cider over in Paradise Gardens Park.
I like a nice cider now. I'm not a big beer drinker anymore. I like a nice cider.
I'll drink a beer,
like a seltzer,
but that's not my preferred.
Yeah, I much rather I'm like a big cider guy now. You feel light, and they make some pretty get you ciders. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this.
Anyways, this is not drink
corner. It's not a bar alcohol. We did do Bengal barbecue.
Dinner.
Yeah, we did our pre-race dinner at Bengal barbecue. We did the rice plate.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I got us a couple other skewers because we were a little light on food throughout the day.
It's a good meal.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact. I beat your dad to the first churro and he took that as like a personal slight.
That's usually his task.
Yeah. I got a churro first day and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm having a churro, man. I'm on vacation. He goes, and he
I can't believe you beat him to the punch.
He took that personally and he went and got himself a churro. And then
it wasn't long before he showed back up with one.
Yeah. And then he ate a little too much sugar.
Well, see, growing up, the thing with my dad was we would wait in line and he'd be like, I'm just going to go walk around for a little bit. And he'd come back with like 6 churros in hand. No one asked for them. He'd just be like, here you go. Like, would just get one for everyone.
Yeah,
that was his thing.
Well, this is the first time I've been to parks. Well,
you've been once, but it was very short.
I've been once. We've been twice to the parks.
Oh,
we did that.
Okay,
Florida
this
trip.
is the second time in Disneyland.
But Disneyland, this is the second time, and the first time was back when we still had paper fast passes, and so he raced around the park and did paper fast passes. That was only the 1-day trip, and then
a lot has changed.
And he does Disney his way. That's fine. Okay, so 10K day. So we woke up. We were able to get some sleep, which is normally
which was a weird change for us.
Emily was drugged up on NyQuil, and we've invested in these like little nice. I mean, they come a pretty penny, but they're
not cheap.
They're this like tart cherry night drink. I swear, you drank one of those, you're feeling ready to fall asleep within 30 minutes.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
I was skeptical when we first got them but now they're like a religious.
They're our nightly
task.
routine now.
I will not go with them.
I think we've got
Sleep
it.
is too important.
We've gotten it down though. That was
Yeah.
a big concern of ours in every single race weekend previous. We just could not figure out how to get to sleep. It was always tough. And I think we've mastered it finally.
Yeah. So we woke up 3:30. We have a muffin usually. And then for this, we have a muffin and some like hydration stuff. And that's pretty much all we need for the 10K.
Yeah.
Emily dressed up as Dumbo.
I did. I had to. This was my first time ever doing the Dumbo Double Dare. You've done it a couple times.
I've done it a couple times now. We were looking at, when we did the revamp of our studio, we have all of our run medals. Of course, they're all in a pile over there. We got to figure out how to hang them up, which now we have some wall space. Maybe we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But the quality and the intricacy of these medals,
quite the difference.
Quite impressive. And the size. They really stepped them up over the last couple of years. You dressed as Dumbo. And of course, like, hey, we can do characters.
I mean, I was kind of kidding because usually I'm not, especially at Disneyland, I feel like the lines are longer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy for me to say that. For when I did the full marathon at Disney World, they're spaced out a bit more. There's also a lot more to see and meet. So the lines aren't going to be so egregious.
Yeah.
Or Disneyland, there's never been one where I'm like, oh, I need to stop.
Yeah.
Well, maybe for the Haunted Mansion 10K.
We stopped for the...
I would have wanted to.
We stopped for the float on that.
That was for the 5K. But I'm talking specifically for when they had the Haunted Mansion themed 10K, that like the Hitchhiking Ghosts out and a lot of other specialty Haunted Mansion specific characters. I kind of regret not stopping for those. But at least for this race, I wasn't really anticipating to do one of those big like line stops. But I kept joking. I'm like, Clayton, I mean, come on, you're at a Disney race. Like, don't you want to meet some character? And you're like, nah, it's not really my thing. So I had to keep it going, of course. I need to keep the bit rolling. I said, well, it's Sorcerer Mickey. So what if like Merlin's out there? You got to stop for Merlin. Are you saying you wouldn't do that? And you're like, Merlin's not going to be out there. There's no way.
They don't respect him.
And you're like, wait, what's the theme again? I said Sorcerer Mickey. You're like, oh. I guess that you're like, huh, maybe he will be there. But even still, we didn't believe it. I was just joking.
So we were in Corral C. There's a reason that Emily brought that whole story up. You'll find out later.
Yeah. I was like, but what if Merlin is there, Clayton? I kept saying that.
We were in Corral C for the 10K. So on the 10Ks, they don't ask for like proof of time. They just ask for like a estimated time. And weirdly, we put the same time that's gotten us into B before, but we were in C. Not really sure what the deal with that is.
It was okay. It wasn't a big deal.
We were in C, and there was a huge wait. We were stuck in the corral for a long time between B and C, which was...
over a 10-minute wait.
Which was weird.
It's just not normal.
And we were complaining about some stuff, but... I found out that apparently there was a huge tripping accident that took out a bunch of people, so that's why they were.
I feel bad.
Delaying us. So
not good.
Not good. So the course, for the most part, was pretty much the same.
Well, yeah. Once we got going, it was all good. We brought the camera with us.
Yeah,
like I said,
we have the vlog out for that, or we'll have it out
to be coming out soon. Yeah. So if you are interested in actually seeing what it's like, get some visuals and our nice voiceover to guide you through the race course. That'll be up on Patreon for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah, so you start over by the Anaheim Hotel, which is on...
Oh, I don't even know what street that is.
I never remember that street, but basically you run down that street, you take a left on Harbor, and then a right on Catella, and then a right on Disney Way, and then you'll be basically a mile, and then you're into the parks. You run through California Adventure first. Normally you run into... you normally run into Cars Land, and then up through Pixar Pier, and then up through around Grizzly Peak, up through the main area, up through then you're gonna go through Avengers, and then Hollywood and out, and then you go into Disneyland, and you run through all the lands. You don't run through the castle. You run next to it on the 10K.
However, for the half marathon, running through the castle, that's reserved for that specific race.
So they played One Little Spark, and what was that song from the Emily Blunt?
I don't know what it's called, but it's from Mary Poppins Returns.
Yeah.
Why are they playing this?
Those two songs on loop. Apparently that was the only budget we had for music.
It's very bizarre to hear Figment's song in Disneyland, but I was all here for it. It was also the most amazing thing at the same time. Didn't think I was checking that off my bucket list ever. Very cool. But yeah, they kept repeating it. Didn't you say you heard someone say, I need more songs.
I'm losing my mind.
I'm losing my mind. I need more songs to this playlist.
We
here.
had projections in the normal place, so they projected the mops from Fantasia and Sir Mercury on Carthay Circle, Main Street buildings, the Small World facade.
And even in some of the backstage areas, they would project it onto buildings and things would say the happiest run on earth. It's just very cool touches.
And in Fantasyland.
Well, wait, one thing we did stop for, they had the Bing Bong float from the Pixar parade out. So we stopped and got a selfie with him.
Yeah.
I always enjoy this. They'll have parade floats all around. They'll have some other photo op opportunities. Wait, that's redundant. Photo op opportunities. Photo op short for opportunities. What am I doing? What am I doing?
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Why are you doing this?
They have those throughout the course, which I enjoy because you can just go up and it's not as if it's a sanctioned photo pass photographer that takes your photo. They're a lot quicker than like the character stops.
One of those unsanctioned character photo op opportunities.
I could not believe this. It felt like it was a mirage.
Right
honestly.
outside of King Arthur's Carousel was
none other.
my homie.
Higgitus Figgitus, blow me to Bermuda himself. It's quite the introduction.
Yeah, Merlin was out.
You couldn't guess. It was Merlin.
So we got a little selfie with him. He did his Higgitus Figgitus dance.
Oh, it was amazing. I cannot believe that I jokingly predicted that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still unbelievable. It was so cool.
This is the only time we were in Galaxy's Edge because Rise of Resistance was closed down for refurbishment, so we didn't really have much of a purpose to go into Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
So this was the only time we were in that actual land the entire trip.
It's a great part of the run.
Then we got back. We were finished about an hour. We made rope drop.
We did, of course.
Even though Emily was sick and I had some other issues going on.
Running 6 miles and being sick, that can stop me from Disneyland opening.
So we had a very slow park day for a number of reasons. I guess the biggest thing is we did Tiana's Bayou Adventure with everyone, which
I was dreading. Do you know why?
Yeah, our niece wanted to ride in the front. She wanted you to be number 2.
She demanded that I sit behind her so I could hold on to her.
And then I got put behind you. Your father got put behind me.
I was trying my best to convince her. Otherwise, I'm like, are you sure you want Auntie in the second seat?
Yeah.
So I already knew what doom was waiting for me. Those first 3 seats, man, they wreck you.
Yeah, they get pretty wet.
I got a wave. I was soaking wet.
So we were dealing with some issues. So after this, we actually decided to go and take a break back at our room. And on our way out, how did this happen?
This was like the most magical.
She recognized you and called you out. That's right.
Yeah, I passed right by her. I'm so oblivious. I swear. I was also sick.
It was hot. We were tired.
And I was sopping wet.
Yeah, excuses.
Makes was running down my face.
I told you afterwards that your mascara was running. You couldn't tell me this before. I didn't look at your face before.
I'm a wreck.
I got eaten apart for this.
I can barely speak. I have no voice.
We're so socially awkward too. So we ran into our Patreon.
Yeah, I literally passed our Patreon member Megan, listener of the show. She's so sweet. She was doing the 5K and the 10K.
Yeah.
Huge congratulations to her because this was her getting back into running, and she did it.
Congratulations, yeah.
So proud of her. You go, Megan. Be so proud of yourself. She was standing there. She was in a very cute outfit. She was getting ready to take some medal photos on Main Street. I literally passed right by her. I just hear, "Hey, Emily." I look up, I'm like, I immediately recognized her too. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like it's me, Megan." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so funny. It's like, what are the odds? We're walking right by her. It's like, it's hard even when I'm trying to meet up with people. And you're trying to connect at the right time in the park. That's already hard enough. Yeah. But to like be in the same place.
Well, you had that later that night and it was tough enough to.
That was hard. I was trying to actually meet with someone and that was difficult.
Yeah.
So to me, it was the magic moment. Like it was all meant to be for us to see each other.
Yeah. And then we went to go get a churro right after. And then we were like, we didn't even thank her for supporting. So then we had to sheepishly walk back over with a churro. We're like, hey, we know we didn't say it,
Megan.
But you have to give us a bit of a break. Thanks for supporting.
I'm also on cold medicine, so I'm a little delirious.
Yeah.
But that was very nice. I'm so glad we got to actually meet her.
Yeah, it was a great. We did get to meet another friend you made through this whole. So we went to go do carbo load at the Plaza Inn.
That is our tradition
get some
for the
pasta.
Disneyland races.
Yep. And you saw Lindsay with an
S-A-Y.
S-A-Y.
We have a Lindsay friend from the
And a
show.
Lindsay.
That's S-E-Y. We have another Lindsay. Lindsay. Say it that way now.
Yeah. Lindsay.
She's my Run Disney Lindsay.
Yeah. With an A.
Yeah.
So you got to meet up with her.
Finally.
You had some distance. Again, we were sick.
She tricked me too, because we were trying to coordinate.
Yeah.
This was our last night in the parks.
Right.
We were gonna leave right after the half marathon the next day, so this was the only time, our final chance to get to see her in person. And we finally coordinated. I'm like, oh, we're gonna eat at Plaza Inn. And by the way, this night Disneyland was
really busy.
slammed.
Yeah,
it was
really busy.
so busy.
Yeah, really busy.
We got lucky. We got our table, eating our pasta. She finally entered the park. Like, oh yeah, we're just eating at Plaza Inn. I was kind of telling her where we're sitting, and I was planning to go out front to find her, and I didn't hear back from her, and she just showed up with her boyfriend. She's like, Emily, and of course I'm in the middle blowing my nose. She's like, I'm so not cool.
Yeah.
She gave me Run Disney friendship bracelets. It's so nice.
It's very
I'm
sweet.
so glad we got to see her.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Lindsay, you're the best. And Megan's also the best.
We got ourselves a churro toffee to take home with us. We made the cast member very happy with us because we followed instructions without having been told, which is sometimes very difficult. She looked over. It was busy, so they had this alternative line to get to the toffee stand, the candy stand. I don't know. And we walked.
Candy counter.
Someone she let the next person through, and then we walked, and we were right behind the little black piece of tape there. And she looked at us. She's like, "Oh yeah, thank you." She gave us thumbs up.
She's very pleased.
She's very pleased. Okay, so let's talk about the half marathon.
Yeah, let's get into the big race day.
I can pretty much leave the room right now.
No.
I did not run to said half marathon. So I seemingly did something to my hamstring the first day at the parks. I don't know what. We didn't really walk. We did an elevated amount of walking, but nothing I haven't done before and haven't been doing as of right now as it is.
Right. It's not like you twisted your ankle or something.
So I don't know what happened. I think it was like a holistic thing, not just my hamstring, but the shoes I was wearing, which I've again worn before to the parks, were giving my feet some fits. And so I was probably trying to accommodate and count for that and blew up something in my hamstring. So I actually was feeling it when we were running the 10K. I didn't tell Emily until we finished.
I had no idea.
And the night before, that's why we had a really light day the day before, and we went back really early. Going to try to do some rehabilitation on it, rest up, and do some work on it. And so we were leaving the park Saturday night, and we were going to not sprint, but we're going to run across the crosswalk. We were losing time. And I ran across. I was able to run across, but the feeling in my hamstring was not great. So I made the decision not to run on the next morning. So I said, well, that'll probably be dumb.
I didn't want you to also injure yourself more and cause lasting damage.
Yeah, so it would have been dumb because I found out that I probably couldn't have made it a mile that morning. We'll talk about why in a minute, but yeah, so I did not run it. So and then Emily was trying to set a PR. So
yeah, so here's me
she's sick.
Going into race weekend. I was really, really good about my training as I first got started.
Yeah.
And then we got sick. We traveled.
We got sick in October. We traveled.
So always when
and then it's December.
That combination of things, and then getting really busier on the holidays, it makes staying consistent really tough. But I still kept running. I didn't just do big blocks of no longer running. I just wasn't as good as I was in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I was still good to go. But I had it set in my mind from the very beginning of this training season. I wanted to PR for this race. I was determined. Kept thinking, how cool would it be? This is the final Disneyland race, at least for the foreseeable future. It's my first Dumbo challenge. How cool would it be for myself to set this goal and to get a new PR. I was determined, so focused, so ready to go. Leading into race weekend, that weekend before, I did my 10 miles. I was on track. I was feeling good. Like, I got this in the bag. What could go wrong? Well, final last words.
We split a Coke at the movies without thinking about it.
So dumb.
That's what happened.
It's not your fault either.
Because I was sick for a whole week before that. You managed not to get it, and then we like just like kind of forgot about it. We split a sparkling water at the movies, and we're like,
because you like handed it to me,
yeah,
and I didn't even think when we were purchasing it,
right,
like,
that we
we'll just share this. It didn't even occur to me.
Yeah.
And then, we're in the middle of the movie. You open it up, you start drinking, you hand it to me. I just, without a second thought, I also just drink it.
Like
so it's both our fault.
Yeah.
Neither of us thought. I gave it back to you. I took several sips. Once it was finished, probably another half hour past the movie. And then all of a sudden, I just have this sinking feeling. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that.
You didn't get sick.
Why did I do that? Why? No, because at this point it was Friday.
Yeah,
we were literally a little over a week away from the 10K and the half marathon. And then afterwards, I told you this, and you said, it should be fine. I'm almost past it. It should be fine.
It'll
be fine. A couple days pass. Monday rolls around, and I literally get that whole body as if a weight. Someone has tied stones to my body, boulders, and my body is sinking.
Yeah.
I started.
I know that feeling well, because that was what I woke up on Sunday after we were doing this. And you're like, you okay? I'm like,
my confidence was
no.
Suddenly shattered, because I now knew, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go do this race weekend sick. I'm going to be sick again. What the heck? And this was like the same thing going into marathon weekend for Walt Disney World, doing our first marathon. I trained so hard. Like, I've got this. I'm feeling good. I started feeling sick after we got to Florida. I got sick while we were there. And the realization is the same, like, doom all over me. I'm going to have to run my first marathon sick. How am I going to do this? And then same thing for Disneyland half. Yeah, I've done a half marathon before. But now it's like, if this goal that I have that was in reach, I almost had it. I felt it slowly slipping away. I'm like, I am not going to build a PR. I'm not going to be able to PR. My new goal is just to cross the finish line. Oh my gosh. I was so upset.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. So I walked you to the race start. I walked you through security, and I said goodbye to you, took a picture.
And it was really nice. My sister, she was in a different corral.
Yeah.
And she was staying at a different hotel, so we didn't get to like actually go to security and the starting line together, but we texted her saying that I was about to enter, so I did get to talk to her for a little bit right before the race, which was really great, because she actually hadn't done
first half marathon in what?
Probably like a decade. Maybe more than that. Yeah. So I was really proud of her that she got back into this.
And she
crushed it.
She had a good time too.
Yeah.
I think she had a good time.
She really
ran
the whole thing. I was very impressed and so proud of her.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the race got going. I went into focus mode, doing good. I was trying to keep my pace, not blow myself out on that first mile. And get in the parks. I mean, that's always great. I'm just, even when I'm sick, and I said this to Clayton during the 10K, I kept hearing you saying, Clayton, I'm just so happy. Even though I felt horrible, I'm just so happy getting to run through the parks. It is the best.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't there.
Well, you were there for the 10K.
Yeah.
They did the same thing where they had, I think, only 2 tracks playing during the half marathon. One was a Cheetah Girls song, which like pumped me up so much. The best. And then which made me laugh, because our joke for the Better Together Pixar parade, I like to annoy Clayton and just sing it constantly over and over again. It's so catchy. They were playing that during the course. So as it was playing, I'm like, you, me,
Oh my
better
goodness.
together, better together. It was so good.
So I left her in the corrals. I walked down to Catella. I got myself a coffee at Starbucks, which randomly opens up 30 minutes earlier on a Sunday, which I wasn't complaining.
go,
Because
Starbucks.
I was able to get myself a breakfast sandwich to keep me going. And I got coffee. So I told Emily, hey, look for me on that side, and I'll I'll get a picture or video of you and say hello.
I really beeline to get over to you.
Yeah,
too.
because I saw you too, and you didn't. They wouldn't let us sit in the intersection where I kind of told you I was going to be, so I was like right off that. I was like, hey.
I was like, ooh.
So I saw you there, and then I was
high-fived you.
Yeah, and so I was trying to think about what to do after that because my options were, well, I could go back to the room and wait for 2 hours, but I decided that wasn't nearly as fun. So I was like, oh, I can beat her to the Esplanade. So I walked, and then I was like, maybe I'll try a little jogging here. And that's where my hamstring was like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I wouldn't have made it a mile, so I know that much. So I walked to the Esplanade and crawled out a spot. So then you were in focus mode. I had to make sure you saw me. So I'm like, hey, Emily. So you saw me, and you're like,
Also, my stomach keeps growling.
I can't hear anything.
I really hope this isn't coming through the microphone.
No, I can't hear anything.
I hope. I'm like Winnie the Pooh.
This is your Captain Seeking.
Got a little turbulence in Emily's tummy.
The stomach is hungry. I repeat, the stomach is hungry.
Got a
Okay.
little rumbly in my tummy.
And then Emily probably thought that was it. Little did she
you
know.
surprised me so. I was not expecting you to be there.
It was a long walk on retrospect to walk all the way down
was
there.
the biggest energy shot ever. It made me so happy, Clayton.
Yeah, so at right after mile 6, you get out of the park. So I think something like that.
So here's the thing. 10K course, phenomenal. I even said this during the 10K. I'm like, Clayton, if they could just do an alternate race course for me, just special since I'm sick.
Oh my goodness.
If they could just let me do the 10K twice in a row, I'd be golden. Perfect. Doing the park time, I don't have to think about it. I could do it all day long. Easy peasy. I am so happy. I'm so distracted.
Lemon squeezy.
I don't feel any pain in my legs. I'm just happy to be there, having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
However,
in reality, in real life, yeah.
Once you exit the parks,
Mm-hmm.
which is you're approaching mile 6 territory.
Yeah.
Once you're getting there, you need to lock in because
you come out of
tough.
You come out of the park, and the first thing you get to do is
you
run.
Get a big wake up call. Let me tell you.
Uphill over section you got to run up.
Slow, steady incline.
It goes over 5.
It's like you're not in Disneyland anymore, everyone. Joke's on you.
You got to go up over 10 lanes of 5. So then you go up, and then you go down.
Like, get ready. You're in for a lot of just streets for a while.
So I knew I could make it there. So I got down to there, and I surprised you coming off that hill.
Yeah.
That was the last spot I think I could have made it to, but so.
I remember you said to me, time to lock in, Emily.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know. I'm already there. I wasn't expecting you. They were another distraction. I was not expecting you to see you there at all, but it did so much for me. I'm like, don't worry. Locked in. I'm ready to go.
Well, because I was also watching your time, so I went back to the room at this point. I got a shower, and then I went down to the finish. Because I was watching your time, and I was like, oh, I think she can do it. So why don't you talk about then, I guess, probably what miles, the last 3 miles, which is usually where the pain sets in.
Pain really sets in. Well, let's backtrack a little bit here because it's probably halfway point of the race. I was feeling good. After I had seen you, I was still keeping a steady time around 10-20 minute mile pace average, and I was holding it. I was hanging tough, and I felt good.
Yeah.
Like, I felt sick, obviously.
Yeah.
I did not feel healthy, but I felt good. Like, I think I can do it. I can hold it. And if I kept that pace, I was going to PR. So it's probably halfway point after mile 6, somewhere around there. That's when I knew, I'm like, I can maybe do this. I think there's a chance. And one of the other things that helped me a lot mentally, I wore my friendship bracelets from Lindsay. I haven't told her this too. So she gave me one that said RunDisney because I gave her a similar one a long time ago. She also made me one that said 13.1 since that's what I was running. And then since I've done the marathon before, she did a 26.2. Now, I don't think she realized what an impact those actual bracelets were going to have on me. Here's why I'm going to start losing it. I already knew I was going to cry in this episode because it's a very emotional day. But I kept looking when it felt like it was getting hard, or I started doubting myself during the race, because you go through a lot of mental games when you're doing any kind of run that is that long. Like, no matter the quality of your shoes, your feet are going to start hurting no matter what. Your legs are going to start hurting. But like, there's a certain point where I have to just keep focusing, and I almost go into zone out mode, where I just keep looking ahead of me. I keep focusing on the mile I'm in. I can't focus too much on, oh my gosh, I still have 5 more miles to go, because I'll lose my mind if that's what my focus is on. I focus on what I'm doing. It's almost like my legs numb out. I don't even pay attention to what's going on down there. So if I do, I'm just going to say, I'm tired. I want to quit. I want to stop. You can't do that. So what I did, whenever it got hard, I looked at those bracelets, and the 26.2 was my reminder. Hey, you've done something just even harder than this before, and you crushed it. Or I was so sick for my first marathon, and I did it. And now I'm doing another half marathon, and I'm sick again, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to PR. That's what I kept doing. I kept looking at those bracelets, and that was my reminder. I've done this before. I've done hard things. I can do this again, and I'm going to crush it.
And then the Disney, then the Run Disney course was like,
Disney
hey,
wanted to crush
welcome
me.
to mile 11 and 12.
And I really wanted to cry.
So on the route, there's this one portion where you take a left and you go down a hill, and then you have to go up a hill.
Hey, I was warned when we were at the expo.
So you go down.
The one guy working there, he warned me.
Yeah, because you're like going under like a train track. So you go under, you go under it. So you go down and then up. And this has been a standard on the course for a long time. I think last year we had to run down it and then back up. We had to run down into it and up and then back through it. But at least there was like 5 miles between the two runs.
There was a buffer. This time, however, they were getting, I don't know what they were thinking, what they were doing. They were playing some tricks on us. That's what.
Yeah, because you ran.
This happens between miles 11 and 12. You were so close. You were almost there. You got to go down. The downhill is fine. Then you got to go up this very slow, steady incline. There's a water station. You immediately make a turn, and you have to do that again. It's like, are you kidding me? After you cross that, that is where the mile 12 marker is. And you're like, oh my gosh, now I can do it because I just finished whatever that nonsense was.
Hill City. So why don't you talk about the finish then?
Here's one thing that just was very amusing. There are some people that get very much into the Run Disney races and whatever characters they're dressing up as. This was at around mile 12. There were these 2 guys right behind me. I didn't look back. I did see them later on and what their outfits were. They were dressed as Troy Bolton and Chad from High School Musical. And they were in the jerseys and everything. I continued to hear them behind me. They were like cheering on other people. But the big thing that kept yelling was, what team? Wildcats. What team? Wildcats. Get your head in the game. They kept doing that, like so enthusiastic, screaming it. I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest thing ever. Those moments in Run Disney, that keeps me going. It's just those tiny little things when people are so enthusiastic. A stranger says something to you to pump you up. To me, that is like true magic. And that is the bonding of what Run Disney is all about. Anyways, so they were great. Mile 12. I'm still staying on track. That is where I started picking it up. I gotta say, K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack came in clutch for the race. I noticed when those songs were playing, speed immediately increased. I got this. I'm golden. Clayton, I'm golden. This is what it sounds like. No?
Those are both pretty good.
That's right.
Good.
That's right.
Good. Well done. Well, why don't you talk about the finish?
And the big moment. The finish. I did the sprint. You were waiting for me. I didn't know if you were going to be there or not. It's a little tough to stake out a spot right along that final stretch. But you were there. And did you see what I did to you? You
did the heart.
I pointed to my eye.
Yeah.
I did the little hand heart and I pointed at you.
Yeah.
And I kept on going.
Yeah.
I sprinted to the finish.
2:14.
I knew I did it. I shaved 10 minutes off my fastest time. I didn't just PR. I crushed my old time.
You crushed it 10 minutes.
I did it while I was sick. I did it during a challenge after having just run 6 miles the day before.
You crushed it. 10 minutes, a big time.
I did that.
I immediately saw you after the banana grab station. You saw me and you became an immediate puddle of tears. I'm like, okay, well, come. I need you to come. I can't do anything until you come towards the all the fencing. So please come over here, and then I can give you some love and support. But you did a fantastic job. You crushed it. I'm really proud of you.
That's always the finish. Is like all of the emotions come flooding over you because I knew I had it during the race, and of course I wanted to cry because I'm like, I can do it. I've got this. I immediately just want to sob, but I can't do that during the race because I still have more miles to go. It's like I need to stay tough. I need to stay strong. I can't do this now. So finally, after crossing the finish line and knowing you did it, whether your goal is just to finish, is to walk, run it, no matter what, just being able to do something like that when a lot of people, they can never dream of running a distance like that. It is the best feeling in the world. So empowering. I feel like I could conquer the world. It's the greatest. I did that. No one else. I just did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was sobbing. So I finally was like, okay, now I can let it all out. It was so hard.
We got some little donuts. We got to see your sister finish.
We did.
Got to get some pictures with her. We were flying back out, so we went back, packed all our stuff up.
Here's the sign, which makes me really proud. And I've noticed the last couple races.
Yeah.
From where we've been 2 years ago, when we got back into RunDisney with that first Disneyland race, I only did a half marathon, did not properly train for it. I could barely walk for probably a week. Going up and down stairs was just painful. They needed so much time to recover. Now, after doing several challenges in a row, the next day after half marathon,
that's good.
They feel a little tired, I guess, but they don't hurt. And to me, that's like the perfect sign. You did it right. You're doing right by your body. You're just getting stronger.
Yeah.
And my times are getting faster.
Yeah. You just got to keep with it. Did a good job.
Really proud.
Yeah. We flew back home. We got on an airport. We're gonna fly. If you've ever flown out of John Wayne, it's gonna be a little different. We're gonna pull back on the power real quick, and you're gonna feel a little lurch, but then we're gonna hit it real hard once we get above 7,500 feet. So sit back, enjoy. Here's this hour flight up to the Bay Area. Pretty much.
There you go.
So yeah, that was our trip. So sad, unfortunately, the Disneyland races are going away for the foreseeable future. I am sure they're going to come back. They are a huge hit. They make a lot of money.
I'll be waiting.
I'm sure they will come back. RunDisney itself seems like it's on the up and up. It's getting even more popular. I mean, running itself is getting immensely popular. Getting into any race is a tremendous achievement. We were able to get into Wine and Dine. We're doing all 3 races, 5K,
That's
10K,
right.
half.
I'm excited.
We have a marathon, which hopefully we can you can train for.
Non-Disney surprise.
Yeah, we're doing the San Francisco Marathon in July. My hammy is better, but it's still struggling at longer walking distances, which is unfortunate. So I think I'm going to try to go for a run though and see what happens.
And you could run it.
Plus I have an entire gym of strength equipment that I can train with. Yeah. So that's also important.
So it's at least improving. It's getting better.
But we're basically not going to do anything on the back half of the year. At least that's the plan. We have Wine and Dine, but there's nothing else planned.
Well, we have one big trip.
That's on the front half of the year.
Yeah, I guess so.
I said the back half of the year. So June through August,
okay.
June. That's back half.
Summertime onward. I see. You're
correct. We have the San Francisco Marathon. It's all about running. Yeah, San Francisco Marathon. And we want to get into the Walt Disney World Marathon. So
fingers, toes, everything crossed. So, please put all the good luck out there for us. I really want to be able to do it. I really want to be able to do Dopey. I'm a little nuts. We'll be able to get into it. I'm a little delusional, but
it's not. It's honestly, it's not as hard as you think it is. I told you this in the thing. It's all a mental game. Your body can do it. It's not as hard as you think it is. It's very easy to run 4 days in a row.
As long as you train properly
You just have to train properly for it.
Which is very important.
It's all a mental game because your body can do it, especially when you put the training into it.
Yeah. So
it's not that hard. I'm not trying to take away from achievements. I'm not saying it's like not an achievement to do that, but if you train for
belief in yourself,
you can do it. It's a mental hurdle. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, as long as you're training properly, because you can't just. This is very important.
You have to train for a marathon. You cannot
just go into a Run Disney weekend without training. You don't want to hurt yourself. It's very important if you sign up for one of these races, no matter what distance.
Specifically a marathon.
You need to train.
You need to train
at least in some capacity. Don't go into it thinking you can magically do a half marathon without any training. It's not smart.
You're pushing it, but you can't do a marathon for sure without training.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I mean, you won't want to, but I mean, if you're getting older, you won't want to. Let's just put it that way. So,
yeah.
All right, so that was our Disneyland trip. We will have your girls trip, but that'll be a Patreon thing, most likely. We will have an episode out next week. We're gonna record it here a little bit, or the week she's gone. We will still have an episode. But we're gonna rank the Disneyland. We're gonna tier rank the Disneyland ride carts.
We are.
Pretty fun, right?
Yeah.
And easy.
But don't worry, we're doing that. I think we might do California Adventure after that, and then we'll be getting into some fun history.
Yeah, history. We'll be back to our roots pretty soon.
Pretty soon here. How about we end this episode on? I really wish you could have run the race.
Yeah.
But things happen, of course,
mm-hmm.
and I think it was the right call to sit this one out and not injure yourself, because running is very important to the both of us now.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be sure that you're good for all the future races, for the marathon coming up, for the Disney races that we're trying to do in the future too. Set yourself up for that.
I played with all those demons the morning of and the night before, and I said,
"Can you talk about what's going through your head? Because I think this is important. It's a good lesson about what was originally going through your head, and then maybe what you were thinking the next day after the half marathon had happened."
I thought it was immensely disappointing. I thought it was unfortunate that I had an injury, which I did not really understand. It's not like I did anything that I've not done before. So I'm like still a little perplexed about how I got it. I think I know the reasoning for it, but it's nothing I've never done before. So part of my body was like, part of my brain was, oh no, I'm getting older, which is part of life, and you have to account for that. And you have to be strong and important. But I can be toxic when it comes to certain things like this. I thought about it. I played internally with that. It's just a medal. It's not a big deal. It's more important to not do something really dumb, which will impact. I really want to do well in this marathon. Training for that was supposed to start this past week, but I didn't do that because still recovering.
You have to listen to your body first.
And the flu, apparently. Which is fun. Not fun at all. Unbelievable. I was so unbelievably upset that I got it. And I didn't have terrible symptoms, but I was so exhausted throughout the week.
Yeah. Which
was absolutely insane. But yeah, I just said it's not smart. I took a step back. I said I need to not do this. Because even walking it would have been not fun, because even walking on the thing was
you still could have done a lot of damage.
Yeah. So especially like I said, I walked from the start line to the Catella part pretty fine. I walked from Catella to the Esplanade and it started hurting. And then I walked from the Esplanade to Ball Avenue or whatever it is down there. And it was okay. But if I stepped in the wrong way, it hurt. So it's just came and go, but it's getting better. So yeah, just have to work through it. I think it's more of a holistic problem on my leg, and the hamstring's just paying the price for something else going on, which is weird. I think it was partially, I wear a lot of barefoot shoes. This is a lot of information. I wear barefoot shoes, and I switched to not my barefoot shoes for this great for the for walking around, and I was getting a lot of problems with those shoes, which is weird because I've worn
That
them.
is
I wear
weird.
them a lot. I wear them a lot, so I don't know what was the deal, but something with my foot happened, and then my hamstring was compensating, and it, I guess, was having some issues that I didn't know about, and it paid the price. So that's life. Sometimes stuff happens, and you just have to roll with the punches and do what's the best decision. And that's what the best decision was, to not run, because that would create bigger problems. But it is what it is.
I'm so proud of you for making that decision and listening to your body first.
Yeah. I mean, a younger me might have pushed through it, but an older me knows better.
And hey, use this and just imagine you're going to crush the next races you're going to do.
Yeah.
I know you are.
Yeah. I just gotta start running.
What did you think? What was it like for you being a spectator?
It was
Because
kind of
you're
interesting.
usually a runner.
It was kind of interesting. I like saw some interesting things you never see, like, and it was, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I saw some things I don't normally see, or some things that happened. Even people that put on the race were perplexed how that happened. I was like, how did you even get out here? So yeah, it was pretty cool to be a spectator. I appreciate doing the more running of it, but stuff happens.
I appreciated having you there cheering me on a lot.
I'm glad I did. Okay, enough of this ooey gooey nonsense.
Well, I think the moral of the story, well, at least for me, is don't doubt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You can always do hard things.
You can always do hard things. It's speaking of hard things, it's apparently hard to turn these mics off.
I was trying to say.
I know. I was just joking. I know. I was just joking. I'm immensely proud of you for what you managed to do, considering 10 minutes is a huge amount of time. I'm immensely proud of you. And I'm excited to see what will happen. I think you'll set I was telling you, I think you'll set a tremendous marathon time. Your time for the marathon was a little bit longer because you suffer characters. This one with the character distractions are not there, and you'll hopefully we'll be in a
hopefully
bubble.
Won't be sick.
It'll be in the summer, so what can you get in the summer that's a respiratory illness?
Don't jinx it, please. I don't need.
I think you'll do really well on this course. So we will see.
We will see. What are?
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to wrap up again, were you?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, what do you have any running goals? Because mine, I would like to get PR in my next marathon.
Which you will.
Thank you.
Well, you're guaranteed to get it.
And then on top of that, for half marathon status, I would really, really, really like to be able to hold a 10-minute mile or less average.
I mean, you can hit if you're at 2:14, you can hit 2 hours easy on a half marathon.
To keep my training more consistent for the duration.
Yeah, but you can easily hit 2 hours. That's not a problem.
That's what I hope for.
I want
and then
to
be able to just
sub 4 in this marathon, which I was at 4:13 in Dopey marathon.
It's for sure doable for
which, you. Was, again, having run and not really being used to the waking up portion of it was the real problem. Having run and then also being sick. So sub 4 is
double whammy.
Sub 4 is in target for sure.
It is for sure in reach. Yeah. You can do it.
So that's my one goal. I'd like to start running. Step 1. But
my last 2 goals: be able to get registered for Dopey, and second, be able to complete Dopey. That's my only goal if I'm able to get in. I just want to be able to complete it.
Yeah. No. Well, we'll do our best to get in. And if we do, you can complete it. It's a mental game. It's still okay. I'm not, again, this is not me achievement dashing on anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as hard as you think to do that. It's all in your head. Your body can 100% do it. I guarantee it. It is all in your head. And if you start to reframe how you look at it now, when you get into that weekend, you will have no problems with it. So it is a challenge, but it's nothing that your body can't do as it is.
Mhm.
It's all in your head. It's not as hard as you think. You don't seem like you believe me.
No, I do believe you. I think it will be hard.
It will be hard, but it's not as hard as you're making it out to be. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
And it really isn't. It really, really isn't.
All right. Just
All
got to get in now.
Just got to get in. So, like we said, next week will be ranking. We're getting
fancy with our rankings.
E-ticket rankings, which is kind of confusing when you think about it, because e-ticket is
like S tier.
It goes E and then A is the lower, but in the real ranking it's SAB, but we're doing it flip-flopped because what else
we like to
new?
complicate things, but most importantly, we like to stay
But it's in theme. It's theme.
Yeah,
so
that trumps everything.
So we're gonna rank all the Disneyland ones, tier rank it, and then we'll do the same for California Adventure, and then we probably have some kind of history mumbo jumbo to talk about.
Mumbo jumbo.
We'll probably do a Building Disneyland talk about when we rewatch it, because Emily's
that's not called Building Disneyland. That's Disneyland Handcrafted.
Disneyland Handcrafted, but whatever. That'll be on Patreon probably. Got a bunch of Patreon stuff coming. Patreon gifts are packed.
They are. I was hard at work putting those together.
I will see if I can dedicate some time while you're gone to get them in the mail, but they are packed, ready to go. So thank you for your patience. But they're almost there. And your future gifts are looking on the up. Because with the world, 3D printing is my oyster. And Emily could be making her own stickers. So, all right.
It's lots of fun to
come.
That's
Fun to come. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. And I think with that,
remember to be kind to each other and
let's make it magical.
Bye, everybody.